Our two symphonic wind albums, Center Stage and Winds of War and Peace, were recorded in one day in Hampton, Virginia. The album titles come from the music that's contained. The Center Stage is a lot of that is Broadway music, movie music, and so forth. And Winds of War and Peace tend to be more symphonic and band, marching band, with a military or a precision emphasis. Our symphonic band recordings were recorded in this older college located in Hampton, Virginia. And it was quiet that day. And I say day advisedly because we arrived in the morning. The equipment was unloaded from the truck. The band, 50 players, assembled in the hall. And in one day, we recorded 2 albums. And that kind of efficiency and productivity is remarkable. But it's understandable when you consider the players in this. First of all, the conductor, Lowell Graham, had worked with this group for many years. And Lowell knows how to get things done. He's a musician, but he's also an executive. He gets things done. And then the primary recording engineer, although Joseph McGee was there and I was there, I was mainly running the Ultramaster and so forth, but Bruce Leak has recorded more band recordings that I think anybody could count. I think you'd have to use exponential numbers or something to evaluate that. Anyway, so the 2 of those guys, Graham and Leak, put together the recording and performance environment. And fortunately, everything with the Ultramaster was working fine. The mixer was working fine. It was Bruce Leak's mixer. The microphones were all Bruce's. Most of them were Sennheisers, which work quite well with the sound pressure levels and the harmonic extension of band instruments. The listening room was actually in a bathroom downstairs, which did not have ideal acoustics and a long reverberation time. But the hall itself, the chairs were padded, and it was, from a concert hall standpoint, it was not ideal. The reverberation time was probably about 1 second. But I think it worked in our favor with the band because the power of the brass didn't overload the acoustics of that room. Those young musicians, most of them were members of the Air Force band, and they got right to work. They didn't have time to rehearse. So this was a pickup band in a way, and they performed stunningly. In fact, on some of those pieces, like the Olympic Fanfare, I think we've all heard that performed, recorded many times. Frankly, I've never heard another recording of it that I like as well as this one. Things that I enjoy about this recording, the music itself, of course. The Ultramaster, with its very wide dynamic range, picked up, the band extremely well. There's no harshness in it, but there's a tremendous amount of power. Some of that power comes from the mod. The mod, according to Lowell Graham, is the mallet of death. The young drummer, percussionist, had this 40-inch howitzer of a bass drum, and he attacked it with vigor. So that, I think a lot of recordings of this have been sold because of the incomparable bass response in it. But there's also the harmonic, the beauty, and the musicians are so together on this. It's a truly enjoyable recording to listen to.